So I just tried writing some guitar riffs using pre-made MIDI grooves as kind of the foundation, and it's super awesome. What's up and welcome. I am having so much darn fun today. I just tried writing some riffs using MIDI grooves for the first time, and it's so awesome. It's like having creativity on tap. I can just choose a groove and then start playing and riffing to it until something magical happens. So I thought that's what we'd talk about today, using pre-made MIDI grooves to force creativity. So click subscribe and let's get into it. So just in case you don't know, let's start at the very beginning. What are MIDI grooves? MIDI grooves are essentially just a collection of drum beats that have been put together by a professional drummer for you to use in the form of MIDI notes. This means that using the correct software, you can just click through and listen to different drum beats in real time and choose the one that suits you. In this case, I was using a Hertz Drums MIDI pack created by Peter Somos. And what's really interesting is that Peter is a different kind of drummer than who I would normally play with. So it's forcing me into new creative spaces and to new genres that I'm not used to playing. It's essentially creating that kind of magic that happens when you put two musicians in the same room that don't know each other and get them to play together for the first time. Sometimes there's really cool chemistry and creative ideas are born. To use MIDI grooves, you simply browse your library until you find what you're looking for and then simply drag it into your session onto the timeline. From there, you can alter it as you would like, as specifically as you would like, or you can just keep moving forward and writing. For me personally, I think I see this more as a creative tool to get riffs started and the creative juices flowing, and I would probably scrap any of the drums or start over, or at least modify them once I had more of a song idea down. But for creating the initial idea, this is really a fun way to do it. I think in some cases you could even show this to the drummer in your band and they could use it as a starting point. I realize that this is probably old news for a lot of people, but if you're like me and you've come up playing with actual drummers in a room and recording real live drums for most of your career, this is a really cool and fun way to write music. And of course, I've mixed a ton of records that have used programmed drums, and I think they're fantastic and actually make the most sense for DIY recording bands in a lot of situations. But I hadn't really considered how valuable this tool was on the creative writing side. It just blows my mind that for a matter of hundreds of dollars, you can have professional sounding drums and professional sounding drum performances all from your laptop. I think you've either got to be a little bit crazy not to take advantage of this software, or have the luxury of a big live drum room and all the gear and the skills to pull it off in that situation. But even then, this is still a really convenient tool. And to take this one step further, you could even use this as a reference for the type of sound you want on your record. So even if you are wanting live drums on your final record, you can experiment with the different drum sounds in your virtual drum instrument to see if you want a tight drum sound for the song or a big wide bombastic drum sound for the song. Do you want a metal snare on this song, or do you want a wooden snare on this song? You have all of these available options to experiment with in your pre-production and writing phase, and then you can just take those notes and apply it to your actual tracking phase. So I think we'll wrap it up there. I just wanted to discuss this initial idea with you and hopefully inspire you to try it out if you haven't already. If you do want a more in-depth tutorial on how to use virtual drums or MIDI programming in general, please do let me know down in the comments. I would love to do that for you. And if you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe, and please do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And finally, if you want to level up your recording skills and think you would benefit from some one-on-one coaching, please do check out the link below in my description and get a free one-on-one coaching call with the Self-Recording Band. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have fun.